Hello all my YouTube friends, it's Joni back with you again. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Invader Mini. So we will go down and have a look at it. Okay folks, we're going to take a closer look at the Vape Invader Mini. Here it is in the box. As you can see, it goes up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit and up to 50 watts. It's available in 4 colors. It's available in gray, black, blue, and green. It's a very sturdy device. It comes in a really nice box. As you can see, it's got the QR code there. It's got the scratch and check code, which is real important nowadays with people trying to do knockoffs. Vape Invader Mini. There's the Heat Vape logo there. It has some specifications on the back, which we'll go into those a little bit further when we get into looking at it. Let's go ahead and take it out of the package for you. Set that off to the side. Now I've got it in my box upside down. No wonder. There it is. We got her in the right way now. This is the Heat Vape Invader Mini, and it does not have a spring-loaded 510. The 510 is not spring-loaded, but as you can see, it's got these notches right here for any addies that require airflow from the bottom. And all addies will make perfect contact with this because of the way they made this. This is your power button. And I keep thinking this one here is, and I've got a hair stuck to mine. I keep thinking this is my power button, but this is your power button. And then you've got your plus button and your minus button. And down here is your battery door, and this battery door is absolutely wonderful. It is so buttery smooth. Let me turn it to where I can take it off. It is extremely smooth. It comes off so easy, and it goes on really extremely easy. And as you can see, it's got a really thick insulator there. And that is because this mod is waterproof, shockproof, and dustproof. And if you will hold on, I will give you a little bit of information on that. Give me 1 second, y'all. Well, let me show you what comes out in the bottom of the box. You get a little manual in here that tells you what all the buttons are and all the functions and the size of it, and we will get into that. But for your ohms on temperature control, it goes from a 0.1 to a 1 ohm, and in wattage mode it goes from a 0.16 to 2 ohms, which is really nice. This is my first mod with temperature control, and I have been loving it. I'm going to give you some more information on it. Let me get it where you can see it, so I'm going to tell you some more information on this as I'm holding it here. It has output power of 1 to 50 watts, output voltage of 1 to 9.9 volts, and the ohm limit is 0.1 to 1 ohm in temperature control mode and 0.16 to 2 ohms in normal mode. It uses one 18650 battery, and they recommend a Samsung 2500 milliamp 20 amp battery. or a LG HE2 2500 milliamp 20 amp battery. It's a 0.16 to 2 ohms in normal mode, which we had already said that, I believe. Yes, we did. It has an OLED screen. It is 31.5 by 39.5 by 102 millimeters. Has reverse battery protection, short circuit protection, over discharge protection, low resistance protection, synchronous adjust to voltage output. If the resistance changes while in use, it will adjust the output voltage in both normal and temp control mode. It is, the waterproof level on this is a IPX4, and they do say that they do not recommend getting any vaping device wet for safety, but you can get it wet. It is made from zinc alloy, silicone, and brass. And I've got a flashlight here beside me so I can let you see inside of this battery compartment. Good, whoa, sorry about that. It did come on. I hope you can see inside there. I'm trying to get it where y'all can see down inside there. It is really nice. It's a hefty device. It doesn't say how much it weighs, but it will turn off. They did put a disclaimer on here that after 50 minutes it will turn off on its own, and that's to save your battery. So we will get a little bit closer into that. Gonna lay that right down there. We'll get a little bit more into that and I'll show you some more about it. See, I've got a battery over here, which is I'm gonna zoom down closer in because the battery I'm using today is eFest 18650 battery, and it's a 3.7 volt 25 milliamp hour, and it's a 30 amp battery. You put your positive end in first, and then we will put this bottom on, and you have got to see just how smooth this battery cover goes on. I dogged the K-Box because their battery cover did not go on smooth at all. Okay, now that I've got it up here, I've got it up close so you guys can see. I know it's not letting you see the whole thing, but I'm going to turn it on. It's 5 clicks on. It says Hello Invader Mini, and I'm sorry about that, I had it upside down. Focus camera. Should focus in on me here in just a second, guys. Let's see if I can get that to focus a little bit better. There it is. It finally focused in. Okay, if you hit the fire button, it will tell you that your atomizer's open. If you hit your down button, that will change your wattage. And as you can see, it goes really quick. It goes from 1 watt to 50 watts. And I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way. As you can see, it does go quickly. And there it is at 50 watts. To put it in temperature control, well, I want to show you this too. If you hold your minus button and your power button at the same time, well, let's try that again. Joni, you have to have it locked. There we go. Hold the power button and your minus button. You're in normal mode, and then it'll take you into stealth mode. When you are in stealth mode, if you press your button, it will not light up, other than to tell you if your atomizer's not on, but other than that, it will not light up, and I am so sorry that that keeps going out of focus on me. So we are going to put that back in normal mode. Oops, I need to lock it again. Okay. We're going to put it back in normal mode. Then if you hold your plus button and your power button at the same time, it goes from right mode to left mode. Right mode and left mode. And then we're going to change it back to right mode. The first Addy I'm going to put on here is going to be a Canthal. No, I take that back. I'm going to put a nickel build on here first to show you how the top of this works. I think whoever came up with this was a total genius, because any Addy will fit on this. I'm going to take this off so I can show you. Because it is a fixed 510 in there. It is a fixed 510. It does not move. But we're going to sit that out there for a second. If you take your Addy and you put this on here, you don't have to have this off of your mod to do it. I just happen to have taken it off to show you guys, and so I'm kind of going at that a little bit crooked. Let me get where I'm not trying to go crooked, because I don't want to cross thread my there we go. What's going on? You screw it down completely. Screw that on the whole way. And as you can see, there is no gap in that at all. It's really nice there. And then we'll take the Invader Mini and we will put this on. Screw that down on there till it's snug. And let me turn it back on. Oops, it's in stealth mode for some reason. I want to take it out of stealth mode and put it back in normal mode. Trying to get it back in normal mode here, and it's lock it, Joni. Okay, we're back in normal mode. So let me do one more thing. As you can see, it has already picked up that it is a nickel build. As you can see, the temperature display is already on there. And I'm going to move this back here where you can hear it. It fires really quickly. I hope you can hear it back there. It fires very quickly. But that is in temperature control mode. Okay, camera focus back in. It wants to take its time focusing on me. Trying to get it to focus. We may have to do a little adjustment here. Sorry about that moving around, folks. But as you can see, it does have the temperature control, and this is a 0.13 ohm that I have on here right now. And it does vape extremely well. I'm going to get my other Addy to put on there, and it is a Canthal, so I can show you. And I also want to show you how to adjust your temperature, since I am at that part of it, the temperature control. I want to show you how to adjust your temperature control. To adjust your temperature control, you're going to click it 5 times and lock it. Okay? Then you're going to hit your up and down button at the same time. It says hold to change temperature, and there's where you're at your temperature. Up button will take it up. When you get to 600, if you hit it one more time, that will turn your temperature control off. But it also goes down to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. It goes from 200 to 600. But to turn that off, you get it, it'll go up to 600. When it hits 600, it will stop. And there's at 600, you just hit the plus button one more time. And that turns it off. So we are going to unlock this. And we are going to take this Addy off. Which, like I said, this is the nickel build in this one. And I am going to put a Canthal build in. So what you'll do is you'll loosen this up. You don't have to take it off. There's no reason to take it off. I only did just to show you that it was a fixed 510. But it will, any Addy is going to sit flush on here. There, see how flush that is, and then you just turn it till it gets snug. You don't want to over tighten it. Then you're going to have to turn it back on. Oh, it is on. And as you can see, as soon as it focuses in on me, let's see if I can get that to focus again. I am having a hard time with my focusing today. There we go, it focused. As you can see, it is now in Canthal mode. You see your volts down there at the bottom. And then it'll ask you new coil up, old coil down. Hit new coil. And it picks it up. It's a 0.55 ohm coil in there. And it does fire so quick. To turn this off, even though it will turn itself off after 50 minutes of sitting idle, you can turn this off. And I'm going to try and do this without being in the way of the screen. You hit your up and down buttons together 5 times within 7 seconds. And then it says bye-bye, and it turns off. And then to turn it back on, 5 clicks. Hello, Invader Mini. Shows you your temperature control is off. and then you are back in wattage mode. So I think I've shown you everything about it. It does not have a charge port on it, guys. And the reason for that is that this is waterproof. It can be put in water to a certain degree, and then just shake the water off of it, let it dry, you're in good shape. It doesn't collect dust. I mean, it's very sturdy. It's a very well built mod. It is heavy, a little bit on the heavy side, but it is very, very good. I've been using it now for about 3 weeks. I am going to zoom out a little bit on here. There we go. I've been using it about 3 weeks, and I absolutely love this. I've been putting it through its paces, big time. And let me think if there's anything I have not told you about it. I did see yesterday online, I don't remember who it was. I will look and see if I can find it, but they were having a sale on these for, I believe it was $48, and at Sweet Vapes, where I got mine at, they are $59.95, but there was a place online yesterday I saw had them on sale for, I believe it was $49. But I absolutely love this device, and like I said, this is your fire button. I occasionally hit this top button up here by accident, thinking it's my fire button, and it's not. It's this one. Let me zoom in, and I want to show you something else here, guys. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. I don't want to do it too much, it's going to take it out of focus. Now, if your battery were to vent, see how you can see the lines around the fire button and around your plus and minus buttons? If your battery would happen to vent, those would come off. So that is where your venting is at those buttons. So we're gonna go back up on top, vape on a little bit more, and talk a little bit more about this, okay? Okay folks, we're back up here on top. I'm gonna switch out my Canthal for my nickel build. I'm gonna show you the different, well, let's leave that one on for now. We'll vape on a Canthal build first. We are going to take a vape at this, and let me lower that wattage down a little bit because I don't vape it at that high of a wattage. Okay, we're going to take, this is the Canthal build, so it is in wattage mode. And we are going to take a vape of this in wattage mode. Oops, do I have it locked? Oops, yeah, it's wanting to know new coil. That was the same coil. Sorry. If you take your Addy off and put it on, it's going to ask you if it's a new coil or the same coil. If it's a new coil, you push your up button. If it's the same coil, you push your down button. And it will, I believe it asks you even when you put a new battery in, but I can't remember. I can always take this battery out and tell you. We'll do that here in just a minute, but let's have a vape. That is so good. What I'm vaping on in this one, it's from S&P Customs, and it's called Elven Cookie. And it tastes like a Oreo cookie. You can taste the cream and the chocolate, and it is just absolutely wonderful. I love it. But let's have another vape of that. Awesome little device. And I do want to go ahead and look at that because I don't remember if when you take the battery out, if it's going to ask you if you've put a new coil or if it's the same coil or a different coil. So we will do that real quick. As you can see, I let that battery come down out of there so I can put it back in, and we'll turn it back on and see what it does. It says hello Invader Mini. No, it remembers. When you take your battery out, you do not have to tell it if it's a new coil or not. Only when you switch your atomizer. And like I said, which I showed you, and I'm going to take this atomizer off and put the nickel build on it. Because nickel build has been sitting and it is room temperature. It has been sitting and it's room temperature. I'm going to kind of let this sit for just a second and talk to you a little bit about it. This silicone cover on here, it gives it such a really good grip. I mean, you could fire it holding it this way by having your thumb back behind you, or I found the easy way. It's easy either way for me, but you can vape it this way or you can vape it this way. I mean, it's just a very versatile. I have dropped this, and on my tanks I do have the vape bands on there, and that helps to protect my Pyrex glass on my tanks, and I've got a hair there. But it does help protect the Pyrex tanks. There's that hair that I keep seeing. Just having a hard time getting a hold of it. But it works extremely well. I mean, I have dropped this. It hurts if you drop it on your toe. I can say that it does hurt if you drop it on your toe. But it's such a well-built device. And now that I have that where it sat for a few minutes, we're going to go ahead and put this Addy on, which I'm going to show you again when we fire it, to where it'll tell you atomizer open. And then when I put this on, I am going to show you how it will pick up that it is a nickel build for temperature control. Let me make sure I got that. Okay, now we'll put that down. Okay, I'm going to get this up here close where you guys can see it. And it's asking if it's a new coil. So we're going to push the up button because it is a new coil. I have to put my glasses on so I can see what my screen is telling you because I'm looking at it backwards. And it's showing it in voltage, but it should be showing the temperature. It is. I'm sorry, guys. If you'll watch, when I hit that, it will tell you that the temperature control is off. So we need to turn our temperature control on, so we will 5 clicks and then hit your top and bottom, your plus and minus buttons to get into the temperature control, and then we are gonna set that temperature. I like it between 460 and 470. Okay, it's in there. Unlock it. It's in normal mode. Now we're going to take it for a vape on temperature control. I keep hitting that wrong button every once in a while. Oh, I forgot I have my airflow turned completely off. I wondered why I was not getting no air. That is good. What I did with this one, I had some mint chocolate in this, and it had gotten low, so I put some custard in with it, and it really does taste good, believe it or not. But I did mix two flavors together on this one, and it does taste really good. But this device, I mean, Heat Vape has come out with an amazing device here, guys. I mean, yeah, you have to have a spare you have to have a separate battery charger because it does not have the USB. And I understand why they don't have a USB. Because it is waterproof. If they had a USB in here, there would be too much chance of water getting in there and messing up your mod. Where they have this completely sealed, even the way you put your tank on, it is so sealed, water's not going to get in there. Now, I did dog the K-Box because it didn't have a charge port. And one of the reasons I dogged it, I mean, it was not waterproof, so there was no reason for it not to have a charge port on it. But with this one being waterproof, I completely understand why there's no charge port. And it is such a smart little device. It picks up if you are in temperature control mode or not. If you've got a nickel build or a Kanthal build. And it is just, it feels so good in the hand. It really does. I mean, I use, and I've got it sitting right here. I took my other tank off of it, but I use my iStick quite a bit. But I find myself going to this a lot, especially the last few weeks because I've been really putting it through its paces. But I still every day use this. This is my daily rotation. And I absolutely love it. I can have a nickel build in one tank and a Kanthal build in the other one and be using two different devices. Or if I happen to go to the pool, I can take two tanks with me and I can put a Kanthal build on here and still vape it, and I could put a nickel build on here and still vape it. I would not take my iStick around water because I don't want to ruin it. This I can take out by the lake, I could take it fishing, I can take it swimming. But my iStick, I love my iStick, I do not want to ruin it. But this is a very, very well built device. And I mean, I saw all the reviews on it, and I really, at first, whenever it said it had a fixed 510, I was kind of concerned. Then whenever I saw the reviews on them and how the top part works and it does connect, it makes connection on, I have not had any problems even putting my Derringer on here. Everything has made connection on here. Even my little 510 dripping atomizers that I test my juices on make excellent connection on this. So that is really awesome. I showed you how to turn it off, showed you how to do the left and right mode, showed you how to get into the temperature control and change the temperature control. I think I showed you all of the functions on it. So we're going to take another vape of this. And paired with this Limo 2 is amazing. Even paired with the Kanger Subtank Mini is amazing. Paired with really anything is amazing. But this is just, I absolutely love this device. I was at my daughter's house over the weekend and she does not allow vaping in her house, does not allow smoking in her house, nothing like that. It was raining. I went outside. I left my eye stick in the house, carried this outside because I knew it would not get damaged. And all I had to do when I got in the house, I took a paper towel and I just wiped it off. I mean, I could have sat it down and just let it dry and it would have been fine. But I had no problems out of it by it getting wet in the rain. So it is very well built. And like I said, it's got that thick, really thick insulator in here on your battery cover to keep the water from getting into it. Makes solid connection. Does absolutely wonderful, guys. So if you're looking for something like on the job site, if you are in construction, anything like that, if you're into fishing and swimming and all that kind of stuff in the summertime, going to the lake, this would be the mod for you. Because, I mean, I love my eye stick, but I don't want to ruin it. And now I've got something that I know is not going to get ruined by going fishing or going to the lake or being at the pool and kids splashing in the pool. It can get wet. And like I said, I like having these vape bands on because if this falls, if this were, which I have dropped it, these vape bands, I couldn't believe it, but it actually protected my tank. And my glass did not get any damage whatsoever. My Pyrex glass did not get any damage whatsoever from it. But this is a very, very sturdy device, very good device, and I would highly recommend it to anybody. I don't know if I let you see the bottom of that real good, but I am going to let you see the bottom of the battery door real good. And like I said, it's the display on it. I mean, I can read it without my glasses. It is just that good. I mean, it is excellent. I love that screen. And it fires quick. There is a little bit of delay on the temperature control, I think, but not much. Or it may be the Canthal's, which one? One of them has just a slight delay, but not enough that you can really tell it. That's why I'm so, really don't remember which one has the delay on it. But it's just a, like, maybe 1 or 2 second delay. But it is a very, very well built and sturdy device and something that I am not worried about taking outside in the rain, fishing, anything. So I'm gonna have one more vape and I'm gonna close my mouth and stop talking because I think I showed you everything on this. If you have any questions that I didn't cover, just leave me a comment and I will do my best to answer it. And I will give you, I'll put a link to Sweet Vapes and I'll see if I can find that site that had them on sale yesterday. But if you are into construction or even summertime, going fishing, boating, going to the river, anything like that, I would highly suggest getting one of these. I mean, I paid $59.95 for mine, and to me, I would have thought something this well built would cost a lot more because it is very well built and it's pretty much indestructible. So one more vape and that is good. Guys, if you have not joined CASAA.org yet, please become a member of CASAA. Let's all stand together and fight for our rights to vape. They're after us big time. Please, let's fight for our rights to vape. Please subscribe to my channel. I hope to have more hardware reviews coming up soon. I'm looking at buying some more things, more addies, I'm looking at maybe getting a couple more mods, and I'm just looking at getting more stuff in that I can review, and I will still have my e-liquid reviews being put up. But please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. I will do my best to answer them. If I can't answer them, I'm sure one of the other viewers can answer them. But most importantly, guys, join CASAA.org and let's fight for our rights to vape. But until next time, vape on, vape strong, and most importantly, vape safe.